Hi everyone, welcome back to In the Outdoors. This is a very special video. Before I continue, it's gonna be, I'm gonna let you guys know, it's me featuring this main camera, this new camera I got, and it'll change the channel forever. Or should I say upgrade it. Anyway, let's get to the video. Make sure to do these things, and intro!
Make sure you hit that subscribe little dons button.
Alright, so, may not have been talking about this lately. Well, I actually have. All my videos will be 4K, starting May 10th. No, that's wrong. That's starting today. Well, basically, starting May 10th, officially all my videos will be 4K. I've been talking about it lately. Sorry, there's an idiot driving by. I've been talking about it lately that I'm getting a new GoPro because, yeah, I needed an upgrade and all my videos will be 4K. Yeah, it records in Hyperview, but the settings I'm going to be using is SuperView, 5.3K, 60 FPS, 10-bit color at high bit rate, and it'll just display as 4K 30, 4K 60 sometimes when the video is shorter. This video will be 4K 60, but this video will be pretty epic. This video is going to feature like cool nature slow-mos. This could also record in 4K 120. But anyway, how did I work for the GoPro 11? Well, I got many other things as well. If you didn't already know, GoPro 11 is the newest GoPro, came out last year. They're going to come out with a new one in like 7 months or so. But I've also worked for the GoPro 11 and all of these accessories. I already got the max, but I got a whole bunch. I got 7 batteries. One's already in my GoPro. And I got some lens protectors, but I set this all up. The to-go kit. I used to use my GoPro satchel. I'll use my GoPro satchel sometimes, especially when I go on vacations. But I'll just, this will be my main thing of when I record a video out here or something. Anyway, how did I work for the GoPro 11? Well, it cost about $350, the smartest way to buy it. Or if you just go the dumb way and just get it off Costco. Well, that's not a bad decision, but I got it for about $350 with a discount because it was 15% off site-wide discount, and it was $340, I think. But before I continue, I need to let you guys know how I work for the GoPro 11. Pretty crazy. I worked for my dad, and I earned actually surprisingly $700, and I worked for my grandpa. He gave me some money, and I saved up a little bit of money from other things. Now it's time to show you how I worked for the GoPro 11 and all the jobs I did. Let's go. First, there's a whole bunch of holly branches here. There's a whole pile of it. And I threw it all in what we call the river pit. Second, I threw all of these branches where there used to be a whole bunch of branches here on our abandoned fire pit. And I threw a whole bunch of these massive tree branches, all in what we call the river pit. Surprisingly, we're actually turning this into a place we can fish off of. Third, I collected 25 nice ferns and put them in pots and stacked them in a line over there to plant. Because my dad needs ferns to plant for this ledge. We wanted to plant ferns there to make it look cool. Fourth, I took out a lot of this debris here. There is a big pile of debris. It went about like a foot off the ground, 2 feet off the ground, something like that. And I dumped that also in the river pit back there. And to go along with that, I collected a whole bunch of these shavings along the road and also threw those in the pit as well. Fifth, I grabbed a whole bunch of ferns from this whole area and a few from right around there. There's about 10 to 12, and I planted them right over here in this nice, beautiful ledge of ferns. Sixth, I helped my dad plant about 10 ferns along this ledge because he needed my help. It was a pretty small job, about 15 bucks. Seventh, there's a whole bunch of ivy here in this whole area right here that my dad wanted to annihilate. I annihilated this ivy and threw it in the river pit, and also all of the ivy here in this whole area. I annihilated all of this ivy and also threw that in the river pit. Eighth, this is a massive job. This whole area and that way, I annihilated 95% of all of the weeds this way. Mostly the daisy weeds. And also, I annihilated a massive colony of daisy weeds here, and a bigger colony right here, and one massive colony that took me like 3 hours to wipe out. This whole area right around here, you can see there's a lot of dirt pockets. I wiped out all of those and threw them down there. It was like a total of 5 buckets of weeds or something, or 6. Now that day was about a week ago, and every time I stand it up, I felt like I was gonna faint a little bit. Yeah, I do a lot of work. Yeah, it's crazy. And it looks 1.5 times harder than it is. It took me about 2 weeks or 3 weeks of a whole bunch of hard work, maybe even 4 weeks. And it was a lot of work. It's the only thing I did mostly. When I came home, I just mostly did that. Did a couple of videos in between. And I'm even surprised I could even handle this much work. I did a whole bunch more work than this, a few other big jobs. I worked for my grandpa to like shovel bark and do some of his rentals. And I got the GoPro 11. I also got a 256 memory chip, got 3 set lens protectors for my GoPro 11. I got 7 Endura batteries. They're like the high-tech new GoPro batteries. They're really good. I kind of just showed you them a while ago. And for the rest of the money, well, I got a cheap drone that was like about 40 bucks. It's really small. It's kind of a rip-off. It's pretty cool though. It's pretty fast. And I also got a slightly used GoPro 5 session on eBay. It does 4K 30, and I think 2.7K, which is not really a real resolution. I think it does 60 FPS that way, or 1080p 60 or 120. It's pretty cool. And it'll be arriving here in a week and a half. Anyway, let's get to the next part of the video. The video of the highlights of the GoPro 11. I might even do a comparison of the Max and the 11. Let's go. All right, guys, now we're doing a volume test. So the weather's not so great. It is kind of rainy. It's starting to rain. It might rain more. The clouds are out, so might be not as sunny. Might affect the video quality. Well, not really. But yeah, let's test the video. This is the 11. This is the Max. It'll say down here in some of the stats. Before we go, I need to let you guys know like how the stats are, what the stats are. So the GoPro 11's color right now is set at natural, which might look a little more, a little less vibrant, and the GoPro Max is at vibrant, is at the GoPro color. So it might look a little different right now, but I'll turn them all to both flat because they both have that color setting in a minute, so it'll look basically exactly the same, and we'll be able to compare a little bit more. But we're going to be testing, see which one's more stabilized and resolution. The GoPro 11's at 5.3, 60, and the GoPro Max is at 1080, 60. You obviously know what I mean because, you know, resolutions, you understand resolutions. Anyway, we're going to test, see the stabilization on all the other features I just said. And yeah, they're both at Super View. GoPro 11's at Super View. GoPro Max is at what they call Max Super View, which basically the same thing. It might look a little different. I don't really know, but I'm testing these out, and soon I'm going to change the color to look exactly the same. All right, this is the audio on the GoPro 11. I repeat, this is the audio on the GoPro 11. This is the audio on the GoPro Max. I repeat, this is the audio on the GoPro Max. It might sound a little more blurry because I noticed that. Someone did a comparison video and I noticed that. But yeah, so we'll see. All right, let's put the colors the same and then we'll try and do some more tests. You'll probably see a difference between the Max's 1080p and the 11's 5.3. They're both at the same frame rate though. And first let's try and see the resolution difference. So I'm gonna do some close-ups. Get the river in here a little bit. All right. All right, so we just test the audio and we just test the resolution. We don't need to test the FPS. The color will look a little different. The 11 was a little more vibrant with the 8-bit color, with the 10-bit color. And So, and the Max I think has 7 or 8-bit color. I'm pretty sure it's 8-bit color the Max has. Maybe less, I don't really know. And 10-bit color makes it more HDR looking, more vibrant and colorful. Can display more colors. It's nice and windy out today. All right, now we just tested the audio and resolution. Now it's time to test the stabilization. All right, so the 11 has 5.0 stabilization, and the Max has what they call Max Hyper Smooth. And for so they actually call it Hyper Smooth. I like to call it stabilization. But so the 11 has 5.0 Hyper Smooth. The Max has Max Hyper Smooth, which I'm pretty sure converts to about 4.0 Hyper Smooth. And so the 11 should be more stable or more smooth looking. And let's test that theory. All right, let me know if you notice any difference. Probably noticed a few difference with a few things, but let me know in the comments. Feel free to let me know. All right, there's a comparison. I've not really done many GoPro comparisons lately, but in a couple days I'm gonna get a GoPro Hero 5 session, and I might even do a comparison with that in another video. But let me know if you want me to do a comparison with a whole bunch of GoPros, because my dad has a 10 as well, so I could put 4 GoPros and do a comparison. All right, let's get back to the video.